Alright, the next story quest is Moving Forward, given to us by Chai News, with his wife, Rendon, Elfino, Kaishir, Talos behind us. We are just to the north of Eulmore, just to the north of the shanty town that leads to Eulmore, that is. And here we go. He gets up from being painfully hugged again by his wife, almost to death. No need to fret, Mercy. I have never felt better. and not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Eulmore. As for where to do it, if we're to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there to meet their new mayor, says Rendon, and he goes off. Oh, sorry. You there, Kaishir, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Vothri's chambers, says Chinus. It goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. I nod. Everybody walks off into the direction of their responsibilities, except for Kaishir, who is just standing here, but whatever. Whatever, man. Am I going all the way up? I'm going all the way up. So 154 to teleport all the way to the top of Eulmore, which is where I need to go. We go to the south this time, to Chadden, who's a lift operator. A Roganin. Ah yes, Master Chai told us to expect you. The Emergent is already filling up with people of all persuasions, free and bonded, citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we have reserved a place at the front. Right this way, miss. Cutscene. Later on, you will hear me talk about a link in the description for my Google Doc with all the products I recommend from Amazon. I hope you think to purchase something you'll actually use. For now, Master Chai, along with his wife to his right, our left, and Rendon to his left, our right, are standing in front of the stage where I believe Vothri most of the time sat and ate with the Sin Eaters at his side.
Go on, dear.
Master Chai's tongue is tied, but with a smile and nod from his wife and words of encouragement.
Thank you all for gathering here today.
He stands up straighter before he says this. More confidence.
But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Eulmore to look around?
Does that mean just the rich, or is everybody now considered free citizens of Eulmore? For now, almost everyone looks around, but the bonded...
'Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Vothri's rule.
There were a few that didn't turn their heads at all, so maybe they were the previously bonded? I'm not sure.
Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the bonded...
Okay, so it was just the... yeah.
But today we welcome the peoples of the derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Eulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Vothri. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations. and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Eulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Vorthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Eulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Eulmore!
There's a pause. The first to clap. God, why do I have such a trouble remembering names when it... The painter they tossed out. It's, Kai Shear. Kai Shear. There we go. Sorry. I know it didn't pop up on the screen before I remembered, or I didn't look it up. It's just, I remembered eventually. Alright, cutscene is over. We speak with Alphino for another cutscene. He's explaining something. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I've learned anything from all of this, it is that change begins with the individual. 'Tis but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Rendon nods to him. Assuming my fellow Eulmorans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. That was Master Chai again, after Rendon. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into the very stone upon which the city stands. That was Master Chai with his wife cheering it in the background. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? He shrugs. We will not be moving into the emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Random voice, begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? I recognize these two a little bit, but I can't remember. Yes, of course. Hothenbet? Hothenbet, yeah. Aye, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folk outside these walls as don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more who are counting their crumbs. If you've a plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Mercy. I hope to see you again before long. He gives a deep bow. Well, actually, pretty fucking shallow bow. Althano's bow is much deeper. Rendon's bow is just as shallow as Master Chai's. I think I just gave a nod. Kai Shear says, "What a day! I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. I sense we all have a great deal to consider. I had resolved to remain here until such time as Eulmore's future was secured, but it is clear to me now that the city is in capable hands." He looks to... Actually, I don't know where he's looking because we're on like the highest level, so I don't know what he's looking. But we're getting a view as players of this game of like the bottom to the top outside of Eulmore, just the grandiosity of it all and the crazy decadence of whatever. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it is time we went on ours. And the screen goes dark as it had a prolonged view of the top 2/3 of Eulmore in all of its splendor. We speak to Kai Shear to end this quest. So Alphina's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I'm thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something better's taken its place, and I reckon I want to be a part of it. This Eulmore for the people Master Chai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself. After all, not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, though, help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one to which you clung before, and one I am happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. And moving forward is complete. We get a pain and pleasure orchestration roll. Experience points, gil. Nothing major. Like I said, there's going to be a link in the description to my Google Doc with all of the products I recommend from Amazon and the affiliate program I joined apparently 90 days ago to the day. If you purchase any of them with any of the links in that Google Doc, I will get a small cut. Just buy things that you think you would like to try, or if you use the links in my description to buy things you already buy, either from Amazon or from actual stores, the price won't be any higher than you would pay for it normally, but I will get a small cut of it. So, anyway, I'll see you next time.